Just
lower and to the left ever so slightly. There you go. That's the spot right there.
welcome back to the channel, everyone. We're the Whiskey Watchers. I'm Dan.
I'm Jake.
And you're back okay, buddy?
Yeah.
All right. There you go. So, weirdness aside, today's episode is all about how we drink our whiskey, Jake.
Neat.
Well, that's how most people drink it. But there are really four.
We have several things in front of us here.
There are really four. We have five glasses because I'm not going to leave Jake out of a pour of whiskey. But
Plus we have the spinny one.
can you believe that glass costs $50?
If I had a glass that spun that smooth, I would pay $50.
$50 for that glass. That's German engineering at its finest.
Volkswagen!
Volkswagen. Anyway, so here in the States, generally we have four ways of enjoying our whiskey. And we're going to go down the line and see how those really impact the drinking experience. So the first way, obviously, is neat. Or, as some folks say, in a shot. Like this little authentic Wild West cowboy shot glass. So, grab some whiskey here. Let's do this. Old Forester 100 proof. I think that's a good one.
That is a good one.
Readily available, pretty well everywhere. Anyway,
Medium proof, so everybody can enjoy it.
so generally, the difference between neat and a shot, there is really no difference. There's no water added. There's no ice added. There's nothing added to the whiskey. I think just the big thing is the meaning of a neat pour. That's fine. A neat pour versus if you go up to a bartender and say, hey, I want a shot of something, it generally means you just want to get inebriated faster.
If you say a shot of stag, they're probably going to give you a curious look.
I mean,
You want to get a shot of stag?
you get a shot of stag. I mean, as the bartender just reaches over and grabs that, and you're just gonna wince at you a little bit. Anyway, God, these floorboards are creaky today. Anyway, so generally, this is how most people who are tasting and examining whiskey will drink it. Out of a Glencairn glass, so you can nose it. Oh my God.
Give it the swirl, check out the legs.
I can't do it, man. This Old Forester just does it for me. Anyway, so neat in a Glencairn versus
Shot of bourbon.
a shot of bourbon. Cheers, buddy.
We just knock it back? Okay.
a shot.
Shot of bourbon.
And that is Old Forester 100 proof in all of its glory. So, really, this is like the essence of the drinking experience to me. You can sit down with your friends. It's not a ticking time bomb because you don't have ice in it, diluting it, and we'll get into that here in a minute. But this is just going to retain its flavor. It might oxidize a little bit because you know me. I sit there, I spin like a washing machine.
If I'm in the right mood, I'll spin for days, but
otherwise, it's good to go for a while. The second way we often enjoy our whiskey is with a few cubes of ice.
which I just so happen to have in these
Magical
beautiful
college styrofoam glasses with ice.
You know what we do with these?
Yep. We plop them in the glass. And, well, you might need to leave a few for the next one.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I got 2 left because I ate one.
Yeah, just keep that. But then you just
back
plop
in the mystery box.
You plop some whiskey over them. Now you have
Less ice.
whiskey rocks or whiskey on the rocks or
Watered down whiskey.
whiskey with ice.
Oh, that's a different.
The goal here is to dilute, and if you're fancy, like I was hoping to be,
Oh,
yeah, it does it for him. He's so proud of that. So the
it's not
goal,
even mine. I just enjoy spinning it.
the goal here is to chill and dilute, which some people say will open up flavors and give you a wider variety of flavors in your whiskey. I don't think that as much. I think more or less putting it on ice. Do you know why? I think it's
down to about 60 proof.
Coors beer is is said to be cold as the Rockies.
It's because their can colors change.
It's not only that, it's because shitty beer doesn't taste so shitty when it's cold.
That's the truth.
Because when something's cold, a lot of the flavors become muted. A lot of those oils, a lot of the flavors in this whiskey are now muted.
Allegedly.
So, whiskey rocks.
We throwing this one back too?
No, I'm just going to drink this one. It really does mute it. And,
I don't get
God.
any cherry at all anymore.
You don't get any cherry, but I get a lot of harsh, like tannic notes.
Really dark chocolate.
I do not enjoy this as much.
No, this was better straight. Mm-hmm. Well, you know what we do when you don't like something.
My goodness.
No.
I'm not a fan of whiskey rocks. I can see wanting to put it on a cube. A cube generally will melt slower.
I was also
So it
thinking they
goes
make
slower.
like those like whiskey bullets or whiskey stones that aren't made of water.
That's
so
another thing. If
can
you just
chill.
want to chill your beverage,
There are better ways.
you can buy whiskey stones, or even I don't want to say it, but they make those silicone gel pack things that are like ice cubes.
Well, the whiskey stones, they even make them like different things. I've seen them in like revolver cartridges, and the holder for them
is a quick loader for a revolver.
Yeah.
It's really cool. But generally, I'm not going to be chilling my whiskey because
It'd
myself,
be really, really hot.
as an enthusiast and someone who enjoys to just sit with it and share it with people, I don't want to have the ticking time bomb that is ice in my whiskey just telling me, hey, you need to hurry up, or this is just going to taste like nasty water. Anyway, moving on. So the next way to enjoy,
Okay.
you know I throw things. The next way we
Throws whole
oftentimes enjoy our whiskey is in a cocktail. Whether that be in your college days when you were drinking whiskey and Coke, which those people were oftentimes weird if people come over to your house and ask for whiskey and Coke. Generally, you're not going to break out your nice whiskey for them. You'll break out Old Forester 100 proof, but this
Buffalo
was just
Trace.
yeah, Buffalo Trace. But anyway, so we're gonna make a very, very quick old fashioned. I'm just gonna share some with you. I'm gonna make one.
Go for it, man.
And then just share it. So I'm gonna make this up, which means in the glass, over the ice. So for my old fashions, I use 3 ingredients. I use bitters, which this one is
Angostura.
Bitter Cube, slow crafted bitters. I love this thing, and I can't read. And I have what's left of some Reagan's orange bitters. I have my bar spoon. I got some Simple here.
That's 4 ingredients, including
Squeeze
the
bottle,
whiskey.
squeeze bottle Simple, and a cherry because I'm fancy like that. So for my old fashions at my home, I will usually take and do about 2 good dashes of this Trinity bitters
Got Mrs. Dash. Oh, Mr. Dash.
and a couple dashes of Reagan's orange bitters. I think they play well together. And then
We're tearing down this cocktail, just like Reagan tore down that wall.
Reagan smash.
Is that? Oh, that's just old man Reagan
Anyway,
out back.
then I just do a bar spoon. This
That
is
might be
open.
brand new.
This isn't open. I did not stage this very well. It's not even open. Now it is. Anyway, I usually just do about a bar spoon to 3/4 of a bar spoon of Simple. I don't like my old fashioned super duper sweet. And then from there, grab my spirit.
You might have me on another half of a bar spoon, I feel like.
And 2 ounces of your whiskey. And you spill it everywhere. Because it's your house and you can do whatever the hell you want.
I mean, it's only a splash you spilled there.
So from there, I'll usually just stir it up really good. Just chill it nice. That's gonna be tasty. And then you get your Luxardo cherries. If you're using any other cherries, you're doing it wrong. Shame on you.
I use Woodford Reserve cherries.
Shame on you. Anyway.
I don't use cherries at all. I don't make cocktails.
Anyway, one cherry there, and I'll give you a cherry too because these are super delicious, and I could just eat these like candy. So, okay, I'll give you a little bit, basically half-see it.
This is your cherry.
Professionals. Anyway, the old-fashioned, how I make it at my house. Cheers, buddy. Cocktail culture is back in swing.
About time for that summer smash, or that whiskey smash.
Oh, that whiskey smash. That's respectable. It's not terrible. Very good flavors. And the whiskey shines through.
Yep.
So, now that we got the old-fashioned out of the way,
Back to the demon hole with you.
back to the bowels with you there.
Oh man, you got some simple cherry syrup there to mix up.
You know, oftentimes I do kind of, instead of doing the
Simple syrup.
the orange,
Few
the
dashes of
orange
the cherry
bitters,
juice.
I'll cut down on the simple, and I will add like just the residual of a bar spoon of that cherry syrup. So good. Anyway, so the last way we're going to talk about, and we've really gone through these super duper quick. We should probably come back and actually break each one down.
Well, we can do that. I mean, we've all breaking down neat. That's easy to do.
Yeah.
Get a good rocks glass
Is
or a good rock.
of course, I think this is the most whiskey we've ever poured on an episode too.
On a YouTube episode, yeah.
So
I've walked out of some of these recordings before we were on YouTube and went, my God.
man, I shouldn't drive right now. Don't drink and drive, folks. Please be responsible.
Yeah, we don't drive. I live next door.
And also, while you're being responsible, you should totally go down below
Hit the
and
responsibility
hit that
bell.
responsibility bell and click that subscribe button while you're at it, because these videos are super fun to record and they're even more fun to watch.
And we can work our ass off trying to get these set up and looking nice. As you can tell,
By this nice red backdrop, woohoo! We're not in a corner anymore. Anyway, so whiskey and water, more often than not, you're using water when you're drinking something a little higher proof, and you want to dilute it down to 35%.
that's right.
I'm never going to let it go.
That's what I've been giggling about whenever I mentioned water earlier. I've been sitting over here just thinking about this moment with the 35 proof.
And I'm going to do it like he does it. He sticks his fucking finger in it.
I have to drink from that too.
And he's like, water down to 35.
Keeps it from splashing back on you. I'm going to not do that.
There you go. So oftentimes
Because I don't
you'll
need to
use
not splash it. I
this
can just-
dilution method when you're dealing with super high proof whiskeys, and you want to tame them down a little bit to be a little bit more drinkable.
I'll put this over here. I have a 144 proof at the house. We could probably do this too.
That
But
absolutely nuclear, what is it, 16th Street or 8th Street?
18th Street.
18th Street. I don't even know the
It's a
name.
numbered street. That's the important part.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know this cocktail.
But yeah, oftentimes you're going to use that method with higher proof whiskeys to dilute them a little bit, to make them a
Stags,
little
your barrel
bit
proofs,
a little bit easier to drink,
if you can't handle it.
like a man. Anyway, cheers to dilution, I guess.
Water dilution.
Watered down whiskey, go! And again, I don't enjoy that as much.
That is tea. That is basically sweet tea.
Of course, I did basically do like a 50-50 blend.
Same.
At this point, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that is like 35-40%. But it is what it is. We went through these really fast because we're not
you.
professionals, and we want you to be able to enjoy the rest of your day. So, did you like the video? What way do you drink your whiskey? Do you like it neat, with ice, in a cocktail?
What's
with
your
a little bit of
favorite
water?
cocktail?
What's your favorite cocktail? Do you like a whiskey smash? I mean, it's summertime. Why not break out the whiskey smash? I know he's going to.
You're damn right.
You like an old fashioned Manhattan
I mean, the Kentucky Derby just did get over, right?
mint julep, the old mint julep. So, anyway, guys, we want to thank you for joining us today. Be sure to check out our sponsor, The Thief Fine Wine, Beer, and Spirits.
Check out the new stuff.
Check out some new stuff. There's a lot of new stuff over there. A lot of reviews coming soon from us. And until we drink again, guys, we want to thank you again. I'm Dan,
I'm Jake.
reminding you to share a pour with your friends and family, because much like the movies,
Memories don't make themselves.
you're damn right.